Hey guys, welcome in to Edie's Attic. My name is Jenny, and I am here with a message for you. It's Saturday, it's the weekend already. I know I fell off for a few days. Again, my whole family was home this week for spring break, and we just got really busy, and there was a lot going on, and it felt right to kind of step away for a few days and just lay low and relax and have fun. So that's what I did. But it is Saturday morning, and I'm going to pull a quick 5 card message for you. I'm being told 5 cards. If a few more pop out, they pop out. But let's see I guess a lot more popped out. So we're going to put all these back. But the one that I got out here is agreement. And then we have apology. It says you both made an agreement to focus on yourselves and then come back together as one, followed by an apology. I'd never take you for granted again. I've learned my lesson. I am sorry. So there is an energy of reconciliation, some kind of apology coming in to you from someone that maybe you had a commitment with. There was an agreement, a marriage, a contract, just a verbal agreement. But yes, something had happened, and this person is coming in with an apology for breaking their contract or their agreement with you. And this can also be work related. So, like if it's like a business contract, if someone went back on something that they had written down in a contract regarding a business or like a shared company. But then we have love offer. So now Spirit's like, no, this is definitely love related. It says, I want to offer you the world, and I promise you will have the best version of me. So this is someone that obviously you had a romantic partnership with. You may be in a partnership with them. They're emotional. It says going through an array of emotions, unstable. And let's see, anything else, Spirit? I might pull a few to validate. Let's see, we have butterflies. It says the butterfly knows the beauty of change and it settles when you at least expect it, followed by angry. We have moonlight in reverse, and we have divine masculine. So I do believe the divine masculine is angry. Okay, so we have a divine masculine here who is really frustrated, extremely angry with the divine feminine right now. He is just like, it's like this ultimate frustration, this like, there's something going on in the way that you've behaved or how you've responded or reacted to something that they did. And I'm feeling like this is almost like a gaslighting type situation where they did something in such a way where they wanted to see what your reaction would be. But you didn't react the way or respond the way they had planned for you to respond. So you got them like very pissed off right now because nothing is going the way that they had planned it in their minds. They're playing too many games with you, actually. And we have here, so initially, I feel like whatever it was that they did to get a response from you was supposed to ultimately create this back and forth to where eventually they were going to work through their emotions and have some kind of love offer for you. It feels like the cards came out one way, but I'm picking up the energy in like a backwards type motion. So, like, I don't know if that makes sense either, but things moving backwards, like they're not going in the right order. Like, maybe it started where it should have ended and it's ending where it should have started. Everything is like in reverse. Because then we have the butterflies, but we also have moonlight in reverse. So it's like this person says the butterfly knows the beauty of change and it settles when you least expect it. But we have the moonlight, which says the moon represents your emotions, represents like the reflection of your love, but that's in reverse. So it's like this person It's like the reverse of butterflies. Like they had butterflies, but now it's like festering and turning into anger because nothing is playing out the way they had intended it to play out. It was like this well planned out, elaborate scheme to win your love versus just coming forward and being forthright and admitting their feelings, or just like laying their cards on the table, so to speak. They had a game played out, something like, if I do this, they're going to do this, and then I'm going to do this, and then I'm going to be able to present this beautiful elaborate love offer. But it never worked out that way. So now we have a very angry divine masculine with a feminine out there. Now, this could be someone that is currently in a relationship, because we do have the agreement and apology. So if you're not in a relationship with them, you may have been at some point in the past, and this was some elaborate scheme to win you back, to win your love back. But I feel underhanded, very sneaky, too schemy. It's kind of silly, actually. Like, why go through all that? Why are you constructing some kind of elaborate, like, gameplay in order to win someone back? I feel like the feminine here, if you're watching, just wanted truth, wanted vulnerability, emotionality. They wanted openness. They wanted transparency. That's all they ever asked for, was just to be direct and to be transparent and honest. And they're not about the games. You're not about the games. You're actually, if your intuition picked up on, this is a game, they're playing with me, then you probably pulled away. You're like, I'm over the childish games already. I don't want anything to do with it. So you probably pulled your energy back, and that threw everything off. And for some reason, when I was sitting here, I've been thinking about that song, because I was saying how the cards are coming in reverse, and I started thinking about that band falling in reverse. You may listen to them, maybe they listen to them. Wow, it's a lot of cards. Stressed. We have stressed. You may listen to them, but there's that one song that they perform, I'm Not a Vampire. And the song is really emotional. It's like about a man who it just is fighting a lot of addictions. So there might be some underlying addiction here as well. But then we have stressed out. I'm emotionally drained to the point where I'm beginning to shut down. They are just trying to like pull away from everyone and everything because they can't handle it. Like their emotions are wearing their bodies down. We have distorted. This came out earlier this week as well. We have stressed and distorted. We have a masculine not in a very good state of mind right now. And it's because of this whole situation with you, feminine, of you kind of claiming your power. You claimed your power. You took your power back. You said no to the tomfoolery. Then we have proposal. It says taking the next steps in the relationship. Let's move in together. Let's get married. I know it says proposal, but I don't think they're coming with a proposal. I think that they're so disoriented and like confused in their mind state right now that they want to. This is something that maybe they're fantasizing about. So let's get some advice for the feminine. Divine, do you have advice? It says, missing piece, you're my missing puzzle piece. We were made for one another. Advice for the feminine spirit. What should the feminine do? And then we'll do advice for the masculine. Self-sabotage. It says, withholding love from you. I withheld love from myself. Self-doubt. Missing piece. Self-sabotage. You feel that this person is the missing piece to your puzzle. And you may have made a lot of choices in regards to this person leading up to this point, to where you were self-sabotaging yourself. You were doing things out of character, or in the hopes of gaining validation from this individual. And Spirit is advising for you to stay in your own lane and to focus on your path, and to really, if you took your power back, to stand in that power. Don't allow anyone to cross those boundaries, including this individual. This individual is no different than anyone else. They're saying, how would you act and behave if anyone else did this to you? Why is this person so different? It's because your emotions are attached to this situation. You're so emotionally invested that it's clouding your best judgment. And for you to stay focused on your path and to do what you would do with anyone else in regards to the way that this person is behaving and treating you. Advice for the masculine, Spirit? Any advice for the masculine? Perception. I only was able to see what I wanted to see. I'm sorry for not seeing your worth. And introverted. It says, I know I don't say this enough, but I truly do love you. Their perception is extremely distorted right now. So if you're listening and you're the divine masculine and this story resonates with you, Spirit is advising that you stay in a place of solitude. Kind of, maybe you need to pull away from other people and advice and places and things, people that are going to cloud your decision making and your judgment any further. That your perceptions of how things are and the way that things played out are skewed, and that you need to ground yourself. You need to get clarity. You need to bring yourself back to a place of neutral and reasonable thinking. So, masculines, if you are resonating, I'm feeling like that song Falling in Reverse definitely might be relating to you. You may be using something, whether it be alcohol, other things, in order to numb yourself from the feelings of all this rage and hurt and frustration and heartbreak and almost like this sense of defeat. Like there's so many emotions that are spiraling through you right now that you can't think straight. And these substances or these outlets that you're using in order to like channel this energy is causing the extreme distortion of thinking, and you need to kind of cut back. I mean, I can't tell you what to do, but I'm just saying, if you're trying to find some clarity in a situation and get yourself back into an energy of feeling calm and being able to make good decisions about your life, you need to do it from a very clear mind. And these outlets, these avenues that you may be taking are not making your mind clear. They're rambling everything up even more. So again, I'm not, I don't, it's not my business. I'm just telling you, if you want clarity and you want to feel that calm and that peace and to come back to neutral, that's something that the Spirit is saying to kick, to try to wean off, to stop doing for a little while in order to gain that footing again and to gain control over your own life. Because right now, other things are controlling your life. You're allowing it to control your life, and it's making you act out. It's making you be very impulsive, irrational, emotional, confused, all that. So it's just a side note. But anything else, Spirit, before I close out? We have arrogance and comfort zone. Arrogance and comfort zone. It says, I allowed my pride and ego to get in the way of our connection. I thought I was a catch. And then comfort zone. I am releasing fears and stepping out of my comfort zone to come close to you. This is like the next step. This is where we're headed if the masculine decides to do the work and to do does the self-reflection, goes into hermit mode, gains clarity. They're going to realize that their actions and their behaviors towards this feminine were arrogant, were very egotistical. The game playing was childish. And you know what? This isn't, I'm not trying to make anyone feel bad because, we all go through phases and we all have these things and these vices that we have to work through and figure out. But in this situation, the masculine is going to come to an understanding that he came from a place of an ego, a major ego. And he's going to eventually heal from that, grow from that. And then hopefully, when that all happens and the healing happens and the understanding, the aha moment, he's going to try to find a way to come back to you, feminine. Now, feminine, you don't have to take the masculine back. And you can reverse this too. You could have a male in a very feminine energy and a female in a very masculine energy. So place the energies like where they belong. But the masculine energy is going to try to come back to the feminine energy. And the feminine, you will have a choice to make. This isn't going to happen tomorrow. Some it might, but you do have time. So for the time being, Spirit just wants you to stay in your lane, to do your work, to focus on you and your happiness, because this process is going to be different for every single person. It could take a few days, it could take a few months, it could take a few years. There's no sense in sitting around, waiting around to find out. You just got to let him focus on him and you focus on you. So that is a specific message for a group of this collective out there. So I hope it did help and it resonated with someone. I will catch you on the next one. Bye, guys.